Infrastructure and more infrastructure, large-scale infrastructure, is going to be the key to India's economic prosperity in coming years. And in 2025, one of the largest infrastructure projects meant not only for the development of India's island territories in Andaman and Nicobar, but also for strategic reasons, is likely to get off the ground because the final clearance from the Union Cabinet is the only step that is now awaited for what is called the Great Nicobar Island project. This project involves four basic elements where there is going to be a international cargo container terminal, transshipment terminal. In fact, it's called International Cargo Container Transshipment Terminal. Then Greenfield Airport at Galathea Bay, which is right down to the southernmost tip of India's territory, near Indonesia, in fact, nearer to Indonesia or Indonesia's northern tip, then nearer to the mainland eastern shore of India. And there's going to be a energy plant or solar and wind energy plant which is going to be established there, and an integrated township. Now this transshipment port or a transshipment project is meant to rival in the long run Colombo to begin with, which carries nearly 60% of India's transshipment traffic since it lies on the vital sea lane of communication in the Indian Ocean, and of course Singapore to its east. Now, why Galathea Bay? Why is it the Great Nicobar Island that has been chosen to be the location for this ambitious project, which is ultimately in both the phases going to cost nearly 1 lakh crore rupees in about 10 years' time? The first phase will involve 1.5 metric TEU of transshipment to be carried out. That is going to be the capacity of the transshipment port there, or the container port. And in the second phase, that capacity is going to go up to 16.5 million TEU. Of course, the integrated township and the airport will enhance the connectivity, and people can come by air there and then, of course, carry out all the activities that are required. This project has been conceived in 2021 by the Niti Aayog and the Andaman and Nicobar administration, led by its Lieutenant Governor Admiral D.K. Joshi, retired of course, former naval chief, and has been now cleared of all the hurdles, including some of the protests carried out by environmental groups, some of the apprehensions that were there in amongst the National Green Tribunal, which had given a conditional stay, which has been vacated apparently, and only now awaits the Union Cabinet's clearance for that project to be rolled out, where tendering will take place or tenders will be issued and the contracts will be awarded. Now, of course, Andaman and Nicobar administration has other ambitious projects lined up. One is to its north near Diglipur, where there's already an airport that has been expanded for both civil and military use. And they want to have a dual-use jetty or 5 berths with lengths of about 800 meters each, because the depth of the water there is quite adequate, where cruise ships, where they carry all the tourists from Southeast Asian countries, can berth. They can go to Andaman, various tourist spots in Andaman Nicobar, and then go back to the cruise ships. There is also a dry cargo port in a place called Atlanta Bay, which the administration has proposed. And of course, finally, there is the offer by the administration that ship repair yards or shipbuilding yards of the DPSUs, the Defence Public Sector Units like Goa Shipyard or Cochin Shipyard Limited, which is a civil shipyard, and GRAC can actually establish their Andaman complex for building ships and repairing ships the administration is already upgrading its own boat and ship repair yards because that saves a lot of time for many ships passing through the vital sea lane of communication which joins the Indian Ocean to Malacca Straits. In fact, the Great Nicobar Island sits astride that important sea lane of communication, which, as I said, also gives a strategic advantage to India. It can keep a watch on all the traffic passing through that sea lane of communication, either east or going west. And therefore, this is one of the highlights of 2025 that one is looking forward to. I am Nitin Gokhale.